And welcome back to some more RalliSport Challenge. This is part 7, and we're doing the Mount Kiwi Challenge today. This is going to be a fairly short part. This one isn't particularly very long. It's only 3 rallies, and, you know, the actual events themselves don't really go for more than a couple minutes at the most. And we're going to be using the Valvoline liveried Subaru Impreza 22B for this, because why not? It's a nice-looking car. I mean, the Impreza has always been a nice-looking car to me. Well, not always, but... excuse me, but this particular one is, yes. Yeah, I really need to get these kind of pushing out. I need to get these out a bit quicker, I know. Just a lot of days I just wake up and I just like to just kind of just do my own thing and relax and stuff. I'd like to pretend that YouTube doesn't exist a lot of the time. Not because of nothing that any of you did, obviously. I appreciate every single one of you who watches these videos. Just, you know, it's a thing I've kind of beaten to a dead horse at this point, considering all the videos I've talked about it in the past. But it's okay, because I already know how I'm going to approach things going forward in the future. Just things that have been kind of working in my head, and so thankfully, all should be okay, hopefully, in the long run. So, for the people who are saying, like, man, you sound depressed, please seek help and stuff, I really appreciate your concern. I genuinely do appreciate it. I'm aware, don't worry. I'm aware that things don't always sound the best. I know that I kind of beat myself up a lot. I go through some rough patches and stuff and whatnot, but I'm still gonna get these out. It's you know, I'm okay. Things tend to be a bit rough. I mean, let's be honest. These last couple of years, I think, has been rough for everybody. So, but the good news is, I at least have some sort of idea with where I want to go forward in 2022. At least with ideas that have kind of been circulating. Like, I've been talking with friends. I've been talking to people. I've been thinking, like, you know, really should try to put Twitch into more importance again. Try to actually make more of a commitment with it. And I think part of the reason that's been helping the ideas for doing so is just kind of the ideas I've had going forward with that platform, with how I want to approach it. Because I think part of the problem was I always struggled on the idea of, like, what should I do? What should I stream? Like, what should I go and do? And then the problem is I can never agree with what I want to do, and then I never end up doing anything. But I think what has helped me this time, and what the big difference maker for how I'm going to approach it now, going into 2022, is I'm gonna just do it. I'm just gonna do it. It's like who cares if I played a game before? Who cares if, you know, it's kind of treading on familiar territory. I think the idea I've had is it's just more fun to just play stuff while you got, like, the actual people to interact with, and talking with people who, you know, are both into it for their own interests and reasons. It's that sort of thing that it's all kind of clicked, and it's something that kind of made me realize, shit, I should have been looking at it that way, but, you know. So there's ideas, at least. There's ideas going forward, and that definitely helps. And also, this car drives really nicely, too, I guess, as you could probably imagine. This is probably why I'm just absolutely crushing them right now. And the last of the Mount Kiwi tracks. Again, yeah, like I said, this is not a particularly long part, guys. Obviously not by intention, it's just more by how I've been segmenting these, because I like to kind of, for my own OCD sake, just having these be like a part per, like an event, a full event per part, just kind of makes things easier to manage, easier to work out, and I think just, you know, gives it a more kind of clean, smooth thing, sort of. So, well, unless I do that, of course. Holy fuck, I forgot I even did that. I recorded this a while ago. So a lot of this stuff kind of when it happens, it's one of those things I just genuinely forgot about. So it's just something I looking back at it, and when I mean some of these things I'm seeing, like it even catches me by surprise because you know it's been a while. But you can see even with this event here, like even though I'm making like these sort of mistakes and whatnot, the AI is still always fairly reachable. They never really get too far away to the point where it's like an absolute balls ache just to try to get to them. That of course isn't going to last when we get further into this, but the main thing of course is that there's at least that sort of you don't have to run like a perfect run just to keep up with these people. Again, that won't last, but you'll notice that when we get to it, and I know exactly when it really starts, so I'll probably even mention it by that point. Anyways, despite that, we managed to recover and still get the overall victory, like just clean sweep. We get the total position bonus, and we unlocked classic level because we've reached enough points, which means new cards and tracks are available. We're not there just yet. We're gonna take care of all the expert events before we move over to that, but that's gonna be in due time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my social links down below. Get your name at the start of the video, $1 or more. Special shout out to Tyler49877 for their Patreon shout out, and I will see you all on the next one.